2, 3, 4. Alright. Um, hey everyone, like Randoms88, and we're back with more Katawa Shoujo. Just finished uploading that hour-long episode just yesterday, and I feel like, it's fucking 11 a.m. Let's just get to this. So, last time, I don't remember what we did last time. I just remember that there was a lot of glitch happening. Waylay. Okay, that lagged slightly. A little worried about that. Okay, I don't know if I read this or not, so we're just gonna read it anyway. Thankful that she doesn't. Think I'm still not quite used to all this. At the hospital, it was easy, but I still haven't sorted my feelings about having to live a normal life with this disability. Leave the main building and Rin leads us onwards towards the dorm. We stop at the small patch of greenery in front of the dorm building. Dorm is built on a slightly elevated ground with a wall and a few trees that everyone has to circle around every time they come or go. It's probably the only inconvenient design in the school. The entire wall, made of the same kind of bricks as the building itself, has been covered with some sort of painting. Most of it still mere sketches, quick lines drawn with black and white against the gray plastering that covers almost the entire length of the wall, but some places look a bit more finished. There are human faces and legs and hands. Can't quite say that the painting as a whole might portray. Stacks of what seem to be paint cans are arranged in piles on the ground beside the wall. See, the left side is hardly off of the ground yet. Because I couldn't get in the mood yesterday, so I gave up and went to meditate instead. Then it was suddenly morning. I have to work on it, but the guys from art class are helping with the negative spaces and space surfaces. Well, base surfaces whenever, which is a problem. It's easier to paint big areas if there are a lot of people with hands. The reach is better, and it's faster too. She goes on a tangent of a tangent, waving a little with her arm or whatever it there actually is to demonstrate, even though I got the point already. The white cotton of her sleeve flaps around and makes me think it could look sadder than it does. But it makes me feel out of place, like almost every tangible reminder the student base's special properties has in the past few days. Oh, hold on. I need a drink. This girl doesn't notice my dreary feelings, of course, or the fact that she lost me a while ago already and just keeps on blabbering. So that's why I'm trying to figure out if there is something I need to figure out, and then figure that out before it's too late and all hope is lost. Mindfuck! Why would the hope be lost? Why is the rum gone? Because paint has to be painted, and then it has to dry, and then it has to be painted over with another kind of paint. It takes time. She finally stops, apparently thinking she had made some kind of statement that makes sense. I think it's best to start from the top. So this is your project? You did this? Yes. Yes. All of it? Yes. Nice, but I stumble with my words, suddenly feeling that I've walked straight into a minefield of political incorrectness. It's okay. You can say it. Probably won't get mad. Blush really hard. Don't know what would be the right thing to say, if any. Feels that I'm way more sensitive than Rin is, though. This is really awkward. Don't you want to ask? How do you paint without hands? With our feet. See? I'm an easy person to talk to, right? With my feet. I almost guessed that already, but isn't that hard to do? You're good at guessing. Anyway, I don't think it is. Maybe I'm used to it by now. Can't get my mind around the fact that she could be an artist, but seeing how oh fuck, I skipped it on accident. I've been doing that a lot lately. Can't get my mind around it. But seeing how adept she is at using her feet to eat, I figure painting might not be a problem either. Neither of us has anything more to add to the subject. And I have to pause for a quick second because I have to go do something. And that something will be not mentioned. And we are back. Will you dogs stop fucking eating shit in here? Seriously. It's not cool. Okay. Neither of us has anything more to add to the subject. The afternoon light works pretty well. I was afraid it would look too flat, but it's not like that after all. I think it's actually pretty interesting. I wanted to see what it looks like in dim light. Do you think it's flat? Well, paintings tend to be flat. No, not like that flat. You know, flat like some people are. No substance, no meat, where there should be some. Oh my god, what the fuck? I didn't even press something that time. I know a few girls who. Okay, I get it. But I couldn't really tell. I'm not good with art. I can't name any artists or artistic terms. So I don't really have anything to say. Rin shrugs her shoulders at that saying, suit yourself, without saying it, and looks up at the sky as if trying to look for something up there. I didn't think I'd get any actual work done, but if you give me a hand with the paints, I could do a little before it's too dark. I wanted to get a halogen lamp, like the ones they have at the sports track, but there aren't any. Rin sure is quick to recruit my help, as was Shizune. It really makes me feel that the festival is such a big project that every pair of hands is needed. Yeah, why not? Not really sure if I can be of any help though. It's just mixing some paints. You can do that probably. Do you have motor control problems? Like, you know, those people who have some? Cerebral palsy maybe? Not that I know of. I get it. Heart thingy has nothing to do with that. She gave me a sly look for no reason. No, it doesn't. Let's do it then. Seriously, you could get a chair, you know. You don't have to. She sits on an empty wooden box and very naturally picks up a wide brush between the toes of her bare right foot. God, I can't read for shit. I open a few of the cans and pour some of the contents into shallow bowls for mixing. The thick paints flow lazily from the can to the bowl like syrup. I mix them, creating funny, hypnotic-looking swirl patterns that melt quickly into each other to form a new monotone hue. Rin sets to work, every now and then asking me for a hand with something or the other. Finding different brushes is easy enough, but mixing the paints to the exact tone this girl is apparently seeing in her head is a frustrating ordeal. She wants precision down to the last milliliter before she is satisfied, but her instructions are obscure at best. Add half a splash of green. I crouch down to pick up the can of bright green. The other green. This green. Carefully pour some of the other green paint into the mixing bowl. Nah, that's almost a whole splash. More white. Is green a good color to add? No idea. You're the artist here. A hint of smile appears in the corners of her mouth. Do you lack an opinion? No, it's just that I have no idea. It's okay, because I just got an idea. Add more white. It's just like, you know what? I don't even care. Guess what? Add more white. With this exclamation, I pour a minuscule amount of white into the bowl and mix it. It looks slightly whiter. No, really? That's not good. It has to be like the color when you wake up and you know that you saw the meaning of life in your dream but can't remember it. Maybe it's yellow. Despite the impossibility of mixing a color like the change of seasons or any other nonsense that's being imposed on me, I found myself enjoying it more than I thought I would. Seeing a painting being born on the plastered wall feels like magic. To spend the moments I had between mixing paints crouching down and on the paving. Isn't it just pavement? I think I've said this enough, but logic not questioned. On the paving and just looking at her work. It feels slightly intrusive at first, like breaking some imaginary intimacy, but Rin doesn't seem to mind it the least bit. Maybe it's just in my head. Her entire presence emits a completely different air as she patiently works the details, adding layers of paint on top of other layers of paint, steadily moving her foot across the wall to add new shapes. When I manage to produce a passable mixture of paint, the rare smile on her face is oddly rewarding. Apart from the few words when discussing paint mixes, neither of us says a word for the longest time. Even though short discussions soon evolve into a shorthand, both of us developing and using weird, impromptu code words for various paints and hues. As if there was some need to conserve words and breath and sound. We stay there late into the evening until it becomes too dark to paint properly, and then fade to black. Transition. Oh shit, gonna cough. Hold up. Oh, the most annoying sound in the world. An alarm clock. The sound of an alarm pulls me out of a fitful slumber and into the unpleasant state of wakefulness. I linger under the blanket for a few minutes, gathering energy to rise up while making excuses as for why I already haven't. Honestly, I wouldn't mind staying here for all day. School is surprisingly exhausting after a long pause, and the culture shock still has not faded, I think. Still, despite getting an impression that skipping class is easy here, I don't think they are going to let me get away with that easily. And the nurse is bound to keep breathing down my neck with the talk of exercising as well. So eventually I do rise up, swallow the morning medications, and put on my old soccer clothing. Thanks to my condition, I was exempted from taking part in gym classes at Yamaku, so I didn't get issued with a gym outfit. I'd order some to cover such a contingency, but wearing my old soccer clothes is kind of nostalgic. Can't use them for that anymore, so maybe they can get a new life this way, a bit like me. Seems a bit stupid to me, really. But I suppose this way at least I can tell the nurse honestly that I'm doing something about my health. Not that I was ever much of a runner to begin with. Can't hurt to try, I guess. Surprised to discover that I'm not the only one present at the track. Not just that, but it's a face I've seen before. The prosthetic legged girl who bowled me over in the hallway yesterday is running on the track lithely? Yeah, lithely. Like a half mechanical gazelle. What was her name again? It was a short one, but I can't remember. She seems to be running laps at a somewhat easy lope, her prosthetic legs clacking rhythmically on a hard track surface. I wonder what reason she has for running this early in the morning. Maybe it's something akin to mine. And the nurse is oppressing the poor girl to jog just like he is oppressing me. I certainly wouldn't be here if it weren't for my health and his prompting me to do so. Even with the things being like they are, it's only because I wanted to get it out of the way early. The fact that I would be less likely to encounter someone who would witness my pitiful attempts to get in shape was merely a happy accident. I'd leave, but it seems that my former assailant noticed me on her last lap. She waves at me cheerfully and jogs over. Good morning. Your name is Hasao, right? She grins, seemingly pleased that she'd remember my name. You may not remember me. Emmy, I knocked you over in the hallway yesterday. How could I forget such a blunt introduction. Oh, I see what you did there. Emmy has the decency to look vaguely apologetic for a moment before giggling. Yeah, sorry about that again. Well, so long as you don't make a habit of it, I suppose I'll be fine. Great. I'm not sure she realized I was joking. So the spy consultant the nurse was talking about, is that actually you? That's right. Oh. I was expecting someone from the nursing staff, to be honest. What, are you saying I don't look like I could be a spy? No, this is more like a relief. I was afraid he would have someone to watch my every move. Unless you are here to do exactly that. No, I'm here for my own reasons. The nurse just asked me if I had seen a Messier transfer student who looks like he's kind of lost around the track. So why are you down here? Strikes a dramatic pose. Training. For what? Track. No, really? I see. You're on the track team then. She nods enthusiastically. I think I just fucked that up. I'm trying to like read quick because I've heard from people on the forums that I read a bit slowly. Yeah, but I'm one of the better runners too, and modest about it too. Hey, you should join up. It's good exercise, you know. I think that much activity is probably out of the question for me. Nah, I'm not even sure that I really like running all that much. Plus, I'm just not into organized sports, you know. It's true, I never really got that much into soccer. I mean, I'd run around with my friends and all, but that was really the only reason I ever played. It wasn't for the glory to be found on the field, that's for sure. Emmy seems to understand my meaning. I see. Not that into the whole organization thing. But now that you're here, I guess we're going to run together, huh? What? Sure, I guess. Emmy seems pleased. Are you going to warm up? Real men don't warm up. Oh no, you always should warm up. Bad is out. I'm not a dog. Hey! You're gonna lag my recording getting that close. Graphics can't handle it. She scolds me enthusiastically, but then smiles and leans closer. I hate warming up too. She laughs suddenly. Heck, and I don't even have to stretch my legs. As if to confirm her statement, she bounces up and down a couple of times, giving a passing impression of standing on a pair of springs. Her leg blades seem to be quite elastic. That's what they are. They're leg blades. I was calling them metal question marks. Let's go. As we both take off around the track, I can immediately see that she wasn't lying about being good at running. Amy moves smoothly, throwing herself into the run with a sort of wild abandon. Find myself concentrating more on running properly. Frankly, I don't remember if there's any particular form of running, but I can't help but feel that I'm doing it wrong somehow. I feel awkward in comparison to Emmy, who never seems to break stride. Don't think I want to do this anymore. Yeah, this dude's like me. He fucking hates running because it can be inconvenient. Especially when you gotta run like far as fuck. It's just like, no. No running for me. I think I'll walk. Really not feeling up to more than a couple laps today. And slow to a walk pretty quickly. Emmy keeps running. Doesn't seem to notice that I've stopped until she passes me a second time. She quickly skips to a halt, breathing steadily in contrast to my own somewhat gasping demeanor. Finished already? I hang my head ruefully. Yeah, I'm not in very good shape right now. Emmy nods and then grins at me again. She seems to do a lot of smiling. Well, the important thing is you started, right? Next time, you just have to try and hold out longer, and then longer, and eventually you'll be great. I'll keep that in mind. But I think right now I'm going to get ready for class. Shouldn't you? Emmy shrugs unconcernedly. Nah, I've got plenty of time. I noticed that she's not wearing a watch. Are you sure? Sure about that? Another careless shrug. Not really, but I've got to finish my routine. See you later, Hisao. Yeah, see ya. Apart from feeling more tired than before, I don't think I accomplished anything today. I'm so out of shape, it's embarrassing. Yeah, no. I can't think of a funny thing to say for that one. I just found it funny myself. The whole thing might have been a waste of time. I'll find some other way. I head back to the dorms to wash and change into my uniform, trying to resist the urge to take a really long and hot shower. I'm tired from all the running, so I just want to unwind, but I don't want to break my slowly building routine of getting it to school before the morning rush. After taking a long shower anyway, I dry myself off and get out of the stall to put on my clothes. No, no, not now, not now, no, 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 no. Oh, it's a fucking leaf. Hold up. I skipped something on accident. Out of nowhere, a shadow appears within the mist, looming and radiating malicious intent. It bursts through the fog. And it's fucking Genji with a leaf. Ah! He's just like, sup, bro? Fucking, I got a leaf. Check it out. What are you doing here? What the hell? You scare me. What's your problem, man? Get out of here with your leaf. I should be asking you that. I can't deal with this. What the fuck? Looking for all over the place for you, man. What do you mean all over the place? You probably can't even see all over the place. I want to ask if he's been looking for me like that, stark naked, but hold my tongue back. Finally realize that I'm still naked too, and quickly hold up my shirt in front of me, but Kenji doesn't seem to notice a thing. His glasses are fogged up, but then, why doesn't he wipe them off? Is his vision so bad? It's like he's perpetually seeing through fog? You know, your room, and yeah, that's it. You're terrible at fucking looking around, man. Yeah, I mean, still had to get up, though. Whatever. It's not important. Can I borrow some money? No! Go get your own cash. Go whore yourself on the street. Puts on an innocent face and looks away, trying very hard to look very casual. Doesn't work. He's as transparent as his window pane sized glasses. Talking neutrally like this, wearing nothing, feels awkward. Yeah, we should go get dressed to get away from fucking naked McGee here. With his leaf. Actually, somehow it's more awkward to be naked in front of someone when they can't see me being naked. To say nothing of the fact that he's naked as well. There is no high CPU usage. You're killing my computer, man. Get out of here. I try to brush the feeling off with little success. I can't take this seriously. No, don't give him money. Money? Sure. Awesome. Wait, why do you need it? Can you just give it to me because I had the goodwill not to run through your pockets while you were in the shower? I could have, but I exercised restraint. And in the end, isn't that the thought that counts? Come on, be a pal. This makes no sense. If it's the thought that counts, I should withhold payment, since his thoughts were so clearly impure and his intentions are probably even more sinister. Since he can't tell me what they are, I say as much to him. I'm offended, man. But if that is your game, then fine. I guess I have no choice. I want to order a pizza. And I already have most of the cost of the pizza. I need your help for the rest. I get some of the pizza too, right? No. No! You fuck you! Are you serious? Yeah, I would give you some, but you have class, and you don't have time to eat a pizza. What about you? I'm not going to class. I have to wait for the pizza, then pay the guy, and then eat it. It's not easy. You have to obtain the pizza stealthily. If you don't, everyone will see you and the pizza, and they will ask for a slice. It's hard. It's a hard world out there. Everyone wants a piece, and then you're left pizzaless in an unforgiving world. It's happened before, and that's how I know. Every day I plan my vengeance, so that when the people who wronged me order a pizza, I will be there, ever vigilant. Kenji strikes a dramatic pose completely without irony. But yeah, I only need like 400 yen. Please? You're my only hope. I can't go outside and buy my own pizza. It's too far. I try not to go out unless it's absolutely necessary. Let me tell you what happened the last time I went out without carefully planning it in advance. I was outside, can't remember what I was doing, something, standing, maybe wondering how I got there. And then out of nowhere, it happened. Like a flash of lightning splitting the sky. Like how you split a sandwich into two equal pieces to make it more manageable to hold and eat. A bird crapped on my head. That's what you get. It was the second most shocking moment of my life. What was the first? He ignores me and keeps going. I want to grab him and shake him, but he's trying to keep momentum. I'll go with that, even if it's more likely that he just didn't hear me. Hold up, this is like so bootleg. I need a fucking drink before I fucking cry. Motherfucker came in here with a leaf. It's just like, dude, what the fuck? Get out. It was like the opening to some kind of anime show. You know how there's always a part where the main dude is fighting his rival, and then they fly at each other and clash swords, and there's like big dramatic colored auras and zoom. It was like that, but with poo. Bird shit on your head. Okay. So yeah, I need some money, please. Don't leave me hanging, man. I only need like 1,000 yen. I thought it was 400. Yeah, exactly. I thought it was 400. You fucking ass. Okay. What? I'll pay you back. I swear. You better. That's what it means to borrow stuff. I don't know when I'll be able to pay you back. You have 1 week. Ah! He catch you. It makes a noise like a dying cow. A particularly disturbing fact given this baton is conductively freely. Yeah, get the fuck out of here with your leaf, man. Go get dressed. What are you doing? You're not supposed to be so tight-assed about money. Don't say those words. Between brothers in arms, man. Men have it bad enough as it is. You know that male porn stars only make about half of what female porn stars make? Well, that kind of makes sense, and we should not be having this conversation with you with a leaf. That doesn't mean anything unless you're a porn star. So maybe I am a porn star on the side, struggling to make me ends meet as I fight the feminist agenda. And you can't even spot me or crumbs, you bastard. Nobody understands. Nobody. Wouldn't feminists be against pornography in the first place? The feminist agenda stuff again? This stuff is important. I can see that you don't give a shit, but this is serious here. Feminists are a dangerous enemy. Make no mistake. You take them lightly and you'll wake up in the morning with a knife in your back. Bam! Out of nowhere. You are crazy. You have a leaf. Go. Shoo. How do you wake up in the morning if someone stabbed you in your sleep? Women are terrible at stabbing things. That's so fucking sexist, yet so funny. I thought you just said don't take them lightly. I don't mean take them lightly for the big things. Individually, they're not a threat. But if there was some kind of war, like a big war, with men on one side and the feminist forces on the other side, it would be pretty ugly. And that day will come when the feminists come out of their central top secret worldwide feminist headquarters and say, it's now on, motherfucker. It's on now, motherfucker. What the fuck? Get out of here. You're being ridiculous. Exactly. There's no big worldwide feminist headquarters building. Where would they even hide that? I mean, it'd have to be massive. And you couldn't hide that on Earth. Someone would notice a big fortress with the women only in it. Who said it was on Earth? Okay. This dude has officially like made my brain hurt past the point of like recovery. Turn away from Kendra and start practicing frowning face in a mirror so that I can figure out what kind of frown will best express my emotions. You can't see me from this distance anyway, which unfortunately means that he just keeps on ranting without any regard to sense or sensibility. Yeah, there is a war going on. A war not many know about, but it's a great one that will one day boil over and encompass all of the known world. Then we will have to pick sides. We will have to make a stand. In fact, it's happening right now. Imagine it. The bloody battlefield, a vicious conflict without end. I almost gave up when I thought this cause was silly, but when I grew tired of the bleakness of our fight, when I mistook the time the power went out for the feminist raid and thought the end was near. But then I realized that if I gave up, it would be all over. And I was like, whoa. And I knew I had to get serious. Because I am the last sane man in an insane world. It's about duty. That's what it's about. And I apologize for that. Must be a pretty crappy movement if all hinges on one naked guy ranting in a bathroom to another naked guy. So could I have the money? He's blocking the way out. It's getting cold because I'm still naked, and I want to go to class. I agree to spy him the money. Awesome. Thanks, dude. We should go bowling later on. For the last fucking time, Genji, I don't want to go fucking bowling. Bowling? Yeah, it's the ultimate sport. There are almost no women bowlers either, making it also the manliest sport. Should I wear my pink bowling shirt with matching shoes? Or the pastel green with flower accents? You sound gay as fuck when you said that. There are bowling clothes? Maybe. Anyway, you had better pay me back, motherfucker. Can I pay you back in stuff, right? I don't have the time to ask him to elaborate on what that means. I don't know. I have to get to class, and you're kind of in the way. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Don't want to hold you up. And you have some stuff to do, and I have some stuff to do myself. The time has come. The time for what? I just like saying that. Okay, now the time really has come. For what? I have to use the bathroom. Get out of it. I was just going to. What does that mean? It's a big bathroom. So, I have to be alone or I can't go. The pressure. Okay, what if someone else comes in? I'll think of something. Give practice frown, and it looks kind of silly reflected in his glasses. He either doesn't notice or doesn't see. Anyway, so I get dressed and run back to my room, feeling as though an eternity has passed since I woke up. Oh God! Finally, he's out of that. God, my brain. The fucking leaf. This is time I will never get back. I'll get him for this somehow. But right now, I have to get to class. I'm the first person in class today, although I think I'm a little too early. Then again, sitting alone here for 20 minutes sure beats having to suffer that time with Kenji. The combination of fatigue, frustration, and boredom starts making me feel very tired. I black out for a second, waking up when my head hits the surface of the desk. Rubbing my forehead, I realize that this is as good a reason as any to stay up for now and stop coming to class so early later. Eventually, I hear a tapping noise outside in the hallway. And Lily's tall figure appears in the doorway. She's not in this class. She must have some other business. Maybe she's looking for Hanako. Lee stops at the door, looking hesitant as if she was a vampire who can't come in unless invited. I consider doing so because she looks rather lonesome standing there. She steps in on her own accord, though, after straightening her skirt and shirt collar, as if it was an importance to look prim when entering our classroom. Excuse me. She calls into the quiet classroom with a probing, delicate voice. I realize the silence might unnerve her because of her blindness, so I break it. Good morning, Lily. Sal, good morning. Didn't hear you come in. I wonder if she thinks it's suspicious I didn't say anything to her before. It's likely if I were to tell too big a lie now, it would sink me. Well, I was already here, just asleep until now. Oh, have you seen Hanako today by any chance? No, she seems to come in only just before the bell rings, or after that. Do you want me to tell her something for you? No, it's fine. Strange, but I think we're the only two people in the school right now. I didn't hear anyone else on my way here. Shouldn't have gotten up so early today, I guess. You're justifying yourself for doing something that other people should? Punctuality is a good thing. I think so, anyway. It's a very busy morning today. The festival is coming up soon, and today is the deadline for event registration, budget reports, and any other official paperwork. It could be that everyone is trying to complete the necessary forms at the last minute. Maybe that is why it's so quiet today. Oh, God, no. Hi. No. No. Damn it. Hyperactivity and fucking muteness. Misha pops into the room with Shizune as if on cue, shouting with a loudness that makes Lily visibly flinch. Hi, Hichan. Can you call me by my normal name, please? Hi. Look, it's the class representative. Hello. Lily smiles, probably amused by Misha's or Shizune's on the use of the word look. Good morning. Of course, you're not the representative of this class, right? right? Why do you have to do that? Ugh, it makes me fuck up my reading. I'm not. Lily seems to be more guarded in her answers to Shizune than she was with me the other day. I guess they really don't get along at all. Then I realized that Lily might actually not know Shizune is present and she's trying to detect whether or not she is to know who she is talking to. For all she knows, she's talking to Misha, but knowing that she and Shizune are practically inseparable, she might expect Shizune being the one that actually talks. Oh God, I'm doing this too much. Damn, how complicated. I decided to help Lily out for my own peace of mind more than anyone else. You're here early, Shizune. You were here even earlier than us. Misha puffs out her cheeks angrily. Why is she getting angry? Does she feel emotions on Shizune's behalf too? It's not that weird though that Shizune didn't like my little comment. It's true, I was here earlier than them. Somebody saying something like that could definitely be misinterpreted as anything. Especially to Shizune, who doesn't have the benefit of hearing tone to gauge intent. Before I can start weighing whether or not I should apologize, Shizune has already moved on. Class rep, it's a good thing you're here. We have to talk. The festival is coming up in 3 days, right? Every other class has already handed in their projected budget reports for their events, even the first years, except you. She's blind! What do you want her to do? There's still time to hand it in, isn't there? Today. The deadline is today. You're certainly taking your time, aren't you? If I had it my way, I'd have had all of the necessary paperwork days ago, but someone had to say the deadline, please extend it. Yes, that was me. Planning something on this scale is not a small task, and a week is too small a time frame to expect the whole class to work out such a complex issue completely. Do you want to know what's harder than distributing the funds for one class event? Handling the same matter for every class in the school and then some. The one who does that is me. You couldn't find your way out. You couldn't fucking manage your way out of a paper bag, okay? Hold on 1 second. Misha puts her hands on her hips and stands upright. Wow, she really is getting into the role. Lily doesn't look like she's very amused, though. Hey, Shizune, aren't you being a little too hard on her? There's still a whole day left. Please just out. It's alright. Lily seems happy I'm taking her side, but a bit conflicted that I might not think she can take care of herself. This is about the budget, then I'm disappointed you think I've forgotten about it. I understand how important it is. Then can I have it, please? Shizune, she might not have it on her at this exact second. It's not here right now. I asked 2 students to take care of it for me, students from my class. She emphasizes that last sentence much to my surprise, as she knows about Shizune and Misha's efforts to rope me into the student council. Guess word must have gotten around, so now she's using me as ammo against Shizune. This just gets better and better. Just fire me out of the gun, do it. It was your responsibility. A budget report isn't something you should just be delegating away. As class rep, it's your job to be on top of things. This kind of disregard for proper procedure is really just terrible. They completed it, being capable of doing so, but the students have been sick recently, so they could not come to school and give it back to me. If you want, I will apologize on their behalf for getting sick. Okay, bitch. They're sick, and she's blind. Come on now. Although Misha misses Lily's little jab entirely, Shizune doesn't, and she seems torn between being offended by Lily's daring and jumping for joy at the prospect of a challenge. Lily, don't they live here at school? At the school? That's a 5-minute walk, you know. Well, 10 minutes for her. She's blind. God damn it. I hate how people do not realize these things. She kind of just pisses me off because she does not realize that she is blind, apparently. What could they possibly have that prevents them from taking 5 minutes out of their busy lives to drop off something that will affect the enjoyment of their entire class? Lee opens her mouth to say something, but Shizune closes the gap between them and starts signing furiously, waving her hands around like an orchestra conductor. Misha tries her best to convey the same passion, but can't seem to lose her normal cheerful tone. The result is interesting and somewhat surreal. And what's with that attitude? I said that it's not something you should be delegating away. Are you the class representative or aren't you? Tell me the names of those two students. They should have your job if you can't handle something this simple yourself. It's not simple for her because she's blind! One form is of the full extent of what I'm supposed to take care of. Lily's tone is growing slightly impatient, but she is doing a good job of not letting Shizune see how unsettled she is becoming. She's playing her cards close to her chest. Shizune, on the other hand, wraps her fingers cheerfully along the edge of her glasses, knowing Lily can neither hear nor see how excited she is. Lag. Of course, you do so much, class rep. It must be so difficult being you. Lily tightens her lips at Misha's words, clearly understanding the intent behind them, even though Misha delivers them without even a hint of the sarcasm which they were meant to have. This is about to fucking explode into a fucking full-out cat fight. Shizune and Lily don't like each other, that much is clear, but it seems a little much. It seems like Lily has had enough and is ready to push back. About to blow up. Yep. Blew up. It just fucking blew up, just pissed as fuck. I was actually just discussing the budget report before you came by. You must be very talented to have finished all your student council duties so quickly that you can track me down and make sure I don't forget my own. What's with the sword noises? Are you accusing me of slacking off? It seems like you're confusing me with yourself. I don't think so. That would be a very difficult thing for me to do, comparing myself to you. You're right, the difference between us is like heaven and hell. It's not hard to guess which one you might represent. God, fucking explosions. The air between them ripples with the heat of their enmity. Well, not really. They can't disguise it anymore, though. Even Misha looks like she's beginning to understand the real nature of this conversation. And like it never happened, it's gone. Ishan, don't you slack off either. What are you talking about? Are you taking part in the festival, Hichan? Are you? You are, aren't you? Then I hope you're going to do a lot more to make sure it goes smoothly than this person. Don't understand what... Okay, choices. I'm gonna go with this one, because this one leads to a whole, like, different set. Like, I know where this one goes, so I'm just going with this one. And I need to check how much time has passed in the recording. Oh, shit. It's going to be like another hour-long episode. Alright, guys. I'm going to stop it here and start another recording. So, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next one.